You ever get asked or even told to do something and you feel confident someone else would be better? Like you know your own abilities and you know that there's got to be somebody better. That's what happened to Moses. Exodus chapters 3 and 4. Moses sees this burning bush, but it's not actually burning the bush, it's just on fire. So he turns to go investigate and God recognizes that Moses is paying attention and God speaks to Moses from the fire. You probably heard a lot of that story. And then God gives Moses a pretty big job. Go tell Pharaoh, let my people go. And Moses is like, yeah, but I got this speech impediment. And God's like, well, I also give people the ability to speak. And finally, they go back and forth. Moses gets real honest with God, which we should all do. And he begs, please, Lord, send someone else. And it says that God's anger kindled against Moses. Remember, this is the God of the Hebrew scriptures, the God of the Old Testament, who often gets a bad reputation. And really, it's the same God. It's a good God, a just God, a loving God. It says God's anger is kindled against Moses. And so we're ready for Moses to get smote. But God doesn't smite Moses. He simply says, what about your brother? That's how God dealt with his anger against Moses. Moses was just being honest. So was God. God knew that Moses' brother Aaron was already on the way, almost like God had been putting this plan into motion. It says that God told Moses, pick up your staff, take that with you and go. And guess what? Moses went. We kind of know the rest of the story. How remarkable is that? Moses knew he probably wasn't the best person for the job. He tells God, please send someone else. And God says, I did. And he's going to help you. He's going to go with you. Most importantly, I'll be with you. And so Moses went and got to participate in one of the greatest acts of liberation in world history that ultimately gives us the celebration of the Passover, which is the foundation for the celebration of communion, the great Thanksgiving, and the gift of eternal life through Jesus Christ. Because Moses was honest, God was kind, and Moses trusted God and went anyway.